right, hello everybody. Welcome to this exciting episode of Bob the Sign Man. I had a couple concerns. It took me a while to figure out how to put the little block in the no parking signs. It's rather quite simple once you figure it out. And it took me quite a while to figure it out, but I did figure it out. And here's how we're going to do this. The no parking block looks something like this. This is the California spec, and the block is about 5.5 by 5.5. So we're going to get to that. So what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and lay out my grids here like I always. Okay, so there's my grid line. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out that stop sign, or no parking sign, excuse me. And sometimes they're different sizes. This one here is going to be 12 by 18. So we're going to go 12 wide, 18 inches tall. That's pretty much the standard. 1.5 inch radius, and click enter. So there we go. There's that. Okay. What I'm going to do is I want to put this right on my grid lines. Several ways to do that I've showed you. First of all, we're going to highlight this line here. So you have the little white box appears here. Hold down on your shift key, highlight this also, and then just snap it over. And we want to get this line onto here, so we highlight that, see the little white box, highlight that, and we're going to click that to the top. So there we are. Now we want to make the little box 5.5, so we're going to bring a line over here. There's 5.5, and it's 5.5 inches down, so 4, 5.5. So this little box we want to turn red. Our goal is to make it look like this. Okay, so now we have our frame set up here. I'm going to go ahead and give this a black outline. It's easier to see. So now what I want to do is I want to put my, we're going to put the borders around it. So I'm going to come up to Effects, Outline. I'm going to go, just for now, I'm just going to put 1/4 inch on. It makes it easy to work with. So I have 1/4 inch inset, 1/4 inch offset there, and I want it to be black. You just check the OK button or the apply, and there we go. I'm going to change that to red since we're working with red here. Okay. Now what I want to do, go ahead and uncompound these things, or separate the outlines, I should say. And then these inside ones here, we want to uncompound those. And let's go to a wireframe on that. So we have, this is your outside, the black line. I'm going to make this a little bigger, easier to see. Okay, so this black line is the outside of your sign. And then these would be your two borders that come in. Okay, now that we have all our lines separated and everything, now each one is individual as which we want. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to use this little chop tool. And we're just going to cut out a little section here of this first one. And go get your select tool. Okay. Highlight that and just delete it. Okay, now that we have the thing out of there, what I want to do is I want to add a couple points in. So I'm going to highlight this little area here, this first line. Okay, and I'm going to add a point. I'm going to add a point right there. And add a point right there. Bring my select tool here. I'm going to bring this down past the line. Okay. As you can see what it did, it extended that line past our point there. But don't worry about that. I'm going to move this out of the way. We don't need that anymore. And now what we're going to do is here is we're just going to remove that point. Okay, and see what happened here now is you have these two boxes here, or you have these two lines here. And what we want to do is, back to the top of that line, we want to cut off this little line so we can join these together. So what we're going to do is we're just going to come up here with our little cleaver tool again and come right on that line and cut that off. Okay, see that little section there? Just delete it. Now you have these two open spaces. So we're going to highlight them. And we're going to come in here and where it says join paths, you just join the path. Okay. We do have a little line up here. We're just going to delete that. Okay, now we got our paths joined. You're pretty much done. That was pretty simple. What this is going to be now is, let's go back, grab our select tool. I'm going to get rid of some of these lines. They kind of bugged me after a while. Okay, so now there's your pattern there. And what we're going to do is this top piece here, let's turn it white wireframe so it'll still show up on us. And we're going to arrange that effects, order to the front. So this white panel's to the front. This is a red panel, and we're going to unturn that into a wireframe. You can see our white panel's up front. We're going to highlight that, and we're going to take the wireframe off. So there's your box up there. Real simple, kind of easy. You have to play around with it a little bit, but it does work. Then you can add in your no here and your like no parking anytime or no stopping anytime, no standing anytime, no stopping, no stopping, no stopping, no standing, no nothing, just whatever. And that's kind of how you do that in a nutshell. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. Whenever you're lost for something like this, you know who you can always turn to. That's right, turn to the sign man. As always, thanks for watching.